Wolverine's costume is going to cost you some cores, mate. Silver Samurai is a campaign, but you have to wait. He's been pulled from the game. We'll cover this and more in the UK's #1 Marvel Strike Force podcast, the MSF Pod. Greetings, Commanders. Welcome to episode 44 of the UK's #1 podcast on Marvel Strike Force, the MSF Pod. This podcast covers everything that's happening in the world of Marvel Strike Force, which is a mobile hero collector game available wherever you play your mobile games. We are the lads from 4Play Gaming. You will find us on YouTube under that name. We're on Instagram and Twitter under the name 4P Gaming, and you'll find the MSF Pod wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and tell your alliance mates all about us. Any 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts is very appreciated, guys, so thank you. And a big thank you to the MSF community for checking us out. We grow every week, and it's down to you, so thank you. Introducing the crew today, we have the kit man and resident expert on all things Marvel, Diggs. How are you, mate?
Good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. Pleased I got through that intro.
Take one.
That's it. Yeah, one take, Luke. Did you get any good pulls this week, mate? Any upgrades, red stars? What have you been working on team-wise?
Pulls, the only thing... The only thing worth mentioning is I pulled a 5 red star Sharon Carter.
Did you?
Yeah. I think it was just that. I was trying to remember if it was out of an Elite 4 or just a red star orb. I think it was out of just a red star orb.
No way. Nice.
It's pretty good. I mean, I think I've only got her at 3 or maybe 4 stars at most. But even so, it's helpful like that.
Diamond.
Yeah, that's been about it, mate. Nothing massively exciting to report. Still riding the wave. The high of that 7-star dagger, to be honest.
Oh my god, yeah. So you should be, mate. I'll be riding that all the way to the bank.
I will be. That's exactly where I'll be riding it to, mate.
All the way through Dark Dimension, Dark Dimension 4, by the sound of it.
Yeah. All through those city nodes, mate. That's what's going to be happening.
That's it. All right, more on that later, I guess.
Indeed. So that's it in terms of pulls, and then I'm still just mostly working on Dark Dimension 4 characters, globals at the minute. Still not started for the global nodes because I haven't got the characters, and also been leveling up Dagger and started leveling Cloak today because I unlocked him this morning.
Wicked. Okay. So you say you're gonna take both those two to 14 or whatever, and 14, 15. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna take them up and go in with those 2 and 3 symbiotes, I think.
Okay. Diamond. I saw you ripping teams up in the old real time arena earlier. So. With those guys, so yeah, happy days, awesome.
Yeah, that seems wicked.
Yeah, crazy. That's good, mate. So for me, nothing super exciting. I got a mega orb because I finished the second to last node on DD4 and got 100 ghost, which was like, yes, I'll take that, thank you.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe that. So she's now 7 stars, 6 red, so that's great. It's 1 less Pimtech to farm, which is good.
Yeah. 1 less character to buy in the war store, which is always nice.
Yeah, and we can talk about that dirty war store in a little bit, I guess.
Filthy, horrible war store.
Yeah. there is a very easy joke there, and I'm not going there. All right,
yeah.
All right, man. Let's hit this community roundup. Thank you very much to everyone that contributed to the podcast and YouTube this week. And what have people been saying?
So on our last video, good old Adrian has been back. We were talking about what tunes we're going to use in DD4, and I was saying I'd leveled up Strife. And Adrian was basically saying that it's worthwhile leveling up characters that you're going to use in other areas of the game rather than just DD4, which I get. But I had no other characters in terms of global ones, and I think I will use them Marauders in other places, war defense mostly, I think. But I get what he's saying. And then he's also talked about Secret Avengers and New Warriors make the skill and Mystic nodes a doddle compared to using older tunes. This is in the Doom raids. And with Doom 2 being, you can guarantee these tunes will stay relevant into the future. Basically, anything prior to the Axemen is pretty obsolete nowadays. And then a gentleman called Adam Nevitt replied back saying, with the exception of symbiotes, I think he's talking about characters being obsolete. He thinks the symbiotes are still worthwhile doing, and I agree. They're worth bringing up for DD4 if you're close enough. If you're a brand new player, then waiting for the Doom 2 bio to wait, then I'm sure the bio team will be quality, but I don't think you're ever going to regret leveling up the symbiotes. They are quality.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, there have been like rumors as well of potentially Null and then potentially other symbiotes coming to the game as well to sort of slot into that team. So
yeah, I say with Venom 2 just coming out, that series that introduced Null and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be it seems inevitable that that's going to happen sooner or later. I'm going to love it.
Yeah, I mean that the whole King in Black series, like that seemed to almost, you know, like a symbiote sort of spread through the sort of Marvel gaming community, because I think Contest of Champions, or is it Contest of Heroes? I always get them muddled.
Contest of Champions.
Right. I think Null's that's it, yeah. I think Null's been added to that. So, and I don't know, there can be correlations sometimes, who knows? But
yeah.
Sorry, as you continue, my good man.
No worries. And then Adrian responded to Adam saying that he'll be bringing the newer City Tunes on his second run of DD4 to see if they make Node 12 less of a grind. But there definitely needs to be a replacement or new symbiote tunes introduced, as they are not scaling well beyond DD4 and Doom 1.0. So yeah, interesting. In terms of city characters, again, we just literally just mentioned it, but I'll be taking in Cloak and Dagger into DD4 hopefully. Just again, mostly it's not only because I think they're going to be really good, but also mixes up the bio gear. All the symbiotes are bio, so it's so difficult to get 5 of them up. It's going to take forever, so being able to spread the gear out is well worthwhile. And then we also had a comment from a gentleman called Cheeky Breaky. Don't break my heart, my cheeky breaky heart. Who said, "Remember me?" The answer, mate, is no. I'm afraid I don't. I'm so sorry. It may well have been one of our other cohorts that you were chatting to, had you been talking to us at another stage of the game. But myself and Lucky do not recall. My apologies.
Yeah, apologies. Because obviously we're known on YouTube as 4Play Gaming because we're 4 mates that play computer games together. That's the whole reason the channel sort of came together. Now Dan, the 4th member of the crew, doesn't play Strike Force, so that's why you'll never see him on the podcast. I think, like there's absolutely no way we'll ever get him involved in that. So, but yeah, shout out to Dan if you're listening, which you're absolutely not doing. But
so we tortured him and made him play Monster Hunter World for about 8 months. There's no way to play this.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
He firmly dug his heels in.
Yeah, if you want to watch three friends sort of bully their mate into playing a game, and that's there's some pretty fun videos to watch. But so sorry, cheeky. Was it cheeky?
Cheeky breaky, mate.
All right, okay, yeah. Well, if you comment again and you are listening, many thanks, and nice to see you around, mate.
I'll remember you now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Did someone ask us? Did someone ask us about Discord, or was that in another? video?
Yes, yeah. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, gentleman did ask what is our Discord, because I think Adam mentioned the Alliance Discord.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have a 4Play Discord as yet, right. I'm afraid.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that we've sort of talked about, but it'd be hard for us to jump onto it regularly. I mean, we have an Alliance Discord, but it's pretty dead, to be honest, and I'm not like an expert with it at all. But if we keep growing the rate we are, we might have to. So
one day, mate.
Yeah, one day. It's definitely in the it's definitely on the wall, as an option, as they say. And that was all of it, right?
That was it. That was everything.
Cool. All right. Well, many thanks to everyone for getting involved. I was chatting to Adam about it. I'm going to start jumping onto Reddit, and every week I'm going to ask a question of the community, and then we can start reading those comments out and stuff, just to get people involved.
Yeah, like it.
Why not? Could be a laugh. Or people could shout at me and I'd just disappear and never do it again. Probably the latter. Right, okay, so let's have a look back before we look forward, mate. So Tuesday we had a blog post regarding war changes coming in the next patch, and in the evening at about 7 o'clock, the Envoys released a load of videos on the Weapon X team. So from those videos and stuff, it looked like Silver Samurai was going to be the campaign character, similar to, I don't know, Scream or Sharon Carter, or who's the last? Deathpool.
Deathpool, yeah.
Yeah, so that looks like that could be happening. And on Wednesday, it was patch day. And yeah, so let's jump into this. Let's jump into this blog, the 5.7.0 release notes. Do you want to have a jump into this, bud?
I think so. Arriving over the course of this release, enhance your roster with 3 new playable characters: Omega Red, Lady Deathstrike, and Silver Samurai. Ability and stats improvements for Wolverine and Sabretooth. New costumes for Cyclops, Dawn of X, Wolverine, Weapon X, and Venom, Ancient Pharaoh. Assemble your Secret Avengers team: Nick Fury, Winter Soldier, for the Omega Red Mythic Legendary event, the Red Death, and form a top squad with the limited time honourable trait for the Silver Samurai campaign, Curse of Muramasa, which I assume we'll have a look at in a bit. I haven't looked at what characters are in that yet, so be good. Another new gear tier 16, or teal augmented gear. Doom Raid 2, which is where you can earn the teal gear, T2 Blue ISO 8s, and more with Doom's next challenge for your alliance. Raid updates: the completion percentage requirement to unlock higher difficulties and then first-time rewards for the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma raids have been reduced, which we love.
Yes.
Yes. Alliance War updates: new War Ready trait. Start with more war energy, updated war and bonuses, more defensive teams if you remember to do it, and new Do Not Attack toggle, new practice mode, and more. And there's a new negative effect trauma, which prevents negative effects from being removed or flipped. And suggested device requirements pop-up will now display for devices below our recommended or required device operating systems. Gear tier rings have been updated to be more distinct and easily identifiable. Check them out in the roster and the hero screens. And in advanced options, a new feature of download all assets on Wi-Fi, which I'm going to do. Some good updates in there, mate.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so oh man, that's a big old bug fix section. There's a lot to go through. All right, let's run through it. So bug fixes. Text update: Nick Fury's passive ability, Director of Shield, stated that when he gives Coulson speed up only on war defense, it now states that he gives Coulson speed up in war to match the actual function. Deathpool's passive was fixed. Deathpool's special ability, Dance Macabre, wasn't spreading negative effects if the attack killed its target. Kestrel's passive ability, Dimension Hopper, was sometimes not clearing her charge at the start of her turn if Kestrel had blocked an enemy summoned character. Okay. Offers containing war energy refill and defense boost currencies were not being displayed on the Finder screen. Gamora sometimes looked a little funky after assisting while empowered. I have no idea what that's about. I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah.
Cool.
When accessing the Save Squads list, players were placed at the top of the list instead of at their most recently selected squad. That whole Save Squad list thing is really like janky. I don't know if you've noticed. Like I've just, for example, Infinity Watch, I've saved Infinity Watch multiple times and it just keeps putting Kestrel back in there in place of Adam Warlock. Really, really annoying. So they haven't totally fixed that yet, but you know, it's only just come to the game, I guess. All right, while searching for gear, character shards, and other resources using Find, the supply store was shown at a source when the corresponding event store wasn't available. Ghost was sometimes remaining on the enemy side of the battlefield, yes. After eliminating an enemy with their ultimate, yep, that kept happening. I think it's still happening. Visual fix: extra war credit icons were displaying outside the victory screen after tapping skip, and a Doombot was not dropping into battle on Doctor Doom's turn if an enemy Kestrel was defeated by an ally Kestrel's passive ability. Wow, okay, right. And then, so like I say, we had some information in regards to the Alliance War updates. If you're listening to this now, you probably know about them. Do you want to run through them quickly, Diggs?
Yeah, I'll just go through it, mate. Yeah, sure. So, practice mode: test out team compositions and war battle strategies by practicing against your Alliance War's defense teams during peacetime. Room bonuses are not active during practice mode battles. What's the point then? War energy: players will now start with 4 instead of 2. The war energy cap was raised from 5 to 10, and with a higher starting value, players now earn a total of 10 free war energy over the course of 1 war. So ISO 8 and War Ready trait. The new War Ready trait gives characters boosted stats when defending the hangar or cargo bay in Alliance War. And any character equipped with T1 level 4 ISO 8 or higher receives the War Ready trait. Next one, room updates. Each player now has 10 slots they can assign defensive teams to, previously 8. Updated war room bonuses. The cargo bay no longer grants random positive effects, but now grants 20% to all primary stats. Lovely. The bridge now has the cargo base former ability of applying 10 random positive effects to its defenders. And the hangar now also grants plus 10% to all primary stats to offense characters with the War Ready trait. Boosts and attacks. Players can now boost 5 rooms per war, previously 4. These boosts cost 7,500, 125, 150, and 150 defense boosts, respectively. Players can now attack 4 teams per player in parallel, previously 2. While viewing an enemy room, tap on the player's portrait to view their attackable teams. Alliance officers can now mark rooms as do not attack after marking a player as a target. Tap on the crosshair to toggle between the do not attack icon. Tapping the icon will clear it again in the indicator. This is purely a tool for visual coordination. The game does not prevent you from attacking the player's defensive teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good stuff. Make them more a bit more exciting, I suppose. A few more attacks, a few more defenses.
Yeah, and then we've got some character updates to Wolverine and Sabretooth, which so it's I mean they are worth reading. Like a lot of people have taken Sabretooth off of the Marauders and put like Minerva there or someone else, and now by the sound of it, Sabretooth is absolutely slaying on Marauders. So since his update, so
really,
yeah. So I need to put him back on. But,
yeah, well, I mean, it's a hell of a boost they've given him.
Yeah,
plus 45% damage. That's a lot. That's a big boost.
Yeah. So should we go through these or shall we?
I don't think we need to run through them one by one. I mean, the long and short of it is they've had Weapon X to a load of the traits and given them a boost of stats. Like again, Sabretooth there, plus 53% health is high, the plus 56% damage is high, more armor, more focus, more resist, more speed. Like it's all good stuff. All just bringing them more in line with more current character stats. Yeah,
I mean Wolverine's 20% extra on top of what he had. I mean, I don't think what he had was great to start with, but yeah, that's good, man. We will we will applaud that. Right. 5.7.0, remember that. So yeah, I mean, so positives from that, the Greek raids finish percentage now no longer 100%. Amazing. For us, like I say, it's like herding cats. We can't get everyone in line to do their correct raid lanes. So for smaller alliances or not as serious alliances, it's a great deal, isn't it?
Yep, very much so.
Yeah. Yeah, man. What else? The download all under Wi-Fi in advanced settings. That's really good. That's really useful. Super easy. You don't have to mess around like doing the Blitz thing where you like click through all of the loading up all the characters and all that. So that's good. But apparently that has been disabled because it's crashing people's games on certain devices.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So did you say you could tick it now?
I didn't. I was going to, and I thought actually I better not mess around. Start downloading stuff while we're on. We're talking over the internet just in case. Yeah, good shout. But yeah, like I say, so they've. I think we'll talk about it in a bit, but I think they've taken that option down for now. Right.
And so speaking of things being taken down, after the initial release of Silver Samurai, basically there was a blog post saying that he wasn't going to be released with the patch. And here is the reason why. So Silver Samurai character model.
Surely they didn't test it before they released it, did
they? Oh no. Well, so I believe so. There's obviously footage from the envoys and stuff that went through to the community, and then the community reacted a specific way in regards to it. So,
positively, likewise, is it?
Well, yeah. I think this is warranted. So on Tuesday, September 28th, PDT, the dev team released the first look at the character model for Silver Samurai. Since then, we've heard some significant concerns with the symbol on Silver Samurai's chest, as it has historical associations with military subjugation. Thank you. In certain regions, we did not intend to endorse this message. The dev team is taking action to address this design by removing the symbol on the character model by next week. We greatly appreciate the players brought this to our attention quickly so we can move swiftly on our end to address it. The dev team wants to be considerate to all cultural sensitivities and apologise that this was not fully examined earlier in the development process. We will work harder to consider issues like this in the future to ensure the best experience for all players.
Fair enough then.
Yeah.
I don't know what the thing was. I haven't seen it, but and I suppose it's an easy mistake to make. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it wasn't something like hugely did you see it?
Yeah. It's the same.
Was it something like it wasn't like how come on?
Oh, sorry, mate. You froze out there.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Was it something like massively recognizable, or
it's one of those things that would have been okay, let's say, I don't know, 30, 40 years ago, like Street Fighter, for example. It's the same image. I mean, I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah. In the bathroom, like on the bathroom scene. Yeah. So that flag was taken away because of the military, and yeah. So we'll wash our hands of that. Like, look,
don't want to be offending people. If it's as simple as removing it from the game and it affects nothing else, just remove it. What's the point?
And all I say on the matter is do your homework before you consider things like that. Because I mean,
I didn't quite expect it to be that obvious. I expected it to be something far more subtle.
Yeah, absolutely not, on the chest of the character as well. So yeah, wonderful. But yeah, so I hope that's cool. Everyone's cool about it now. So Silver Samurai was supposed to be the campaign character. They've been the event campaign character. They've been postponed for now. I mean, you can't even see him like within the game. So that's good. And hopefully we'll see Silver Samurai make an appearance at some point.
And then I see they've done their usual trick where it's just like, oh, what are you doing? No, don't worry about this. Look at this. Look at what's coming now. Look who's going to be a mojo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So so according to data mines as well, Lady Deathstrike is going to be an event similar to Shang-Chi or like the anti-venom ones, and that's according to data mines that came from Torna, and we reckon it will probably run alongside Silver Samurai when their event starts. So we're a little bit, I'd say we're about a week behind what we should be, but yeah, that's cool. Torna reported that, and he also reported a data mine regarding Emma, and we will cover that in today's blog post. Just want to say a big shout out to Torna, who is a constant source of like good information and rumors and stuff, so give him a follow. He recently put out a video incredibly frustrated with Marvel Strike Force. The guy's on the Envoy program, and he's mad with the state of the game, and he's going through a bit of a tough time, so much love to Torna. And yeah, thanks for all the help. So let's quickly talk about the Experiment X event, which is the Wolverine to get the Wolverine costume. How you get along with that every day?
Not good. I think today. There was one day where I bought some dagger orbs for 675 cores or whatever it was.
Okay.
So I bought some of them, and then I was just, oh yeah, that event's on. And I got loads of things. Loads of milestones. I was, oh sweet. And then I looked at how much you need to get to the end of the thing, and I think I spent the best part of 2,000 cores. I think I got 3 orbs. Yeah. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm nowhere near the end of these milestones. I spent 2,000 cores. Like, how dare you?
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've given it a bit of a miss, to say the least. Really, I'm just so uninterested in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so overinflated. I mean, I spent 600 cores today on 2 Armory 15 orbs, and I'm on milestone 14 of 32. How dare you? Like the percentage bars, like just over 10%. Like, it's madness. Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, I have this event is like Kraken level spending. Like basically, if you you know, and I'm not shaming people that spend in the game or anything like that, but like, I don't think even, you know, people that spend regularly on the game are going to be able to get this character. I think the costume itself is worth like £200 or £pounds.
It's mad. Like I want to give them credit where credit is due, and those 4 or 5 events they've had running have all been really good. They've been fairly sort of like priced, for lack of a better term. They haven't required you to go absolutely mental to get anywhere near getting the stuff. Like the Carnage event, I thought was a fair thing. I upped my playing for that alongside trying to get Cloak and Dagger and stuff like that, and just unlocked him. And I was like, this is a good level. And then they've just come in with this nonsense, this utter nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, and again, it's not even like the rewards are that good.
Yeah.
Like 13,000 points. So I'd have to spend 6,500 cores, minus the little bit of energy that you use during the day, to get 8 teal catalyst parts.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. It's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah. Crazy. So yeah. Not a fan. It's a shame because I want that costume, and I don't care about many costumes, but that was one of the ones that I actually did want.
Yeah, I was. I need to. Well, basically, I was watching Valley's stream last night, and he went back to an old blog post, and it was the blog post after the Loki event, and I don't know if you remember back then, like to get the like President Loki costume, like. You had to literally be grinding every single day, and you couldn't miss a day, like a milestone. And if you did, you wouldn't unlock the character. And back then, people were up in arms about it, like, you know, oh, I don't know, I was on the beach all day and I didn't get my blitzes in or whatever, and you know, I'm not going to unlock this awesome costume. And I'm not going to misquote him, but there's Cerebro came out and said, he was like, we realised, like I say, I'm misquoting, so I apologise to the community, but he basically came out and said, like, oh yeah, we realised this wasn't the best way to do it. We're sorry. This sort of thing won't happen again. And then fast forward, however long that was, whenever the Loki event was, you know, fast forward to now, and it's the complete opposite. They're just like, you know, screw you, Commander. Here's, you know, give me all your cores. Give me all your cash.
Yeah, it's such a kick in the pantaloons. It's not good. Yeah, like I say, credit for the last few events. I give you no credit on this. 0 credit. You get nothing, good sir. Good day, sir.
Yeah.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
That's one for the kids.
Hey, mate. Deep cuts, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory going on. MSF POD.
Goodness me.
Willy Wonka coming in with cheeky breaky, mate.
That's it.
Sorry, that's Freddie Wright if you game, isn't it?
Really is. Yeah. I just feel like Scopia, like Augustus Gloop, just spooning the chocolate river into his mouth, like spooning our cores into his mouth. You know what I mean? Sooner or later, you're going to get sucked into that pipe, mate, and that'll be it.
Mate, we are pulling out references from the 40s. What are we doing? Augustus Gloop. Well done.
That's it. Thank you. What was it? I'm trying to think of a Blueberry reference as well for Violet, but yeah, we'll drop it there, I guess.
Everyone event, but
right, okay. So yeah, I mean, like I said, look, if you really, really want that costume, in my opinion, I just play the game like you normally would, and just wait, because sooner or later, I guarantee you that costume will come to the costume store for, like, you know, it'll just happen. And if it doesn't, well, goodness me.
It will. All the costumes will eventually come to that store.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's move on. So, you know, while we've put the boots in a little bit, we'll pick them up off of the carpet, and credit where credit's due. The loading screens look amazing. They've added some of the older ones into the rotation, so you're not just looking at Adam Warlock every time and his glorious abs, like
giant sausage fingers.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's great. You know, like we like to see stuff like that. It's really good. The Ghost Rider artwork. I mean, like some of the artwork from the art department in this game. I know Adam's put the boot in a couple of times, but like the artwork is incredible. You know what I mean? Especially on those loading screens. Like I love the Dr. Octopus one. Every time I see it, I'm like,
that glorious bowl cut.
yeah, that's it, magnificent, and the sort of like face he's pulling, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, amazing. So yeah, credit where credit's due. It's awesome.
The image you've got up now is the loading screen at the moment, and I'm a big fan of that as well. I think that's really, really well done.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, Mega Red looks incredible. Just, yeah, like the detail on him, like, awesome. You know, it makes you positive for what's coming in the future.
Exactly that.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Friday, this is a bit of a messy one. So we had the Luminous credits compensation. We got 1,600 Luminous credits for the Blitz.
Yeah, it was an error with the Blitz calculations.
That's right. So we got that, and then I was going to ask you, was that it? Are we all square? And then on Saturday morning we got 4,000 credits, and I believe that is for the mess up that occurred where people were getting like additional.
Yeah, that was the one where people started with X number of credits because they were left over from whatever event they reused that currency from.
Yeah.
So yes, now we are up to date with all the things they've promised to rectify.
Well, that's good. You happy with that?
Yeah, in terms of, yes, mate. Yeah, I'm very happy with that because I was thinking, I'm gonna have to wait until the end of this week's Blitz to unlock Cloak, and then they gave me those credits. So I was like, "Woohoo, Cloak for me!"
Happy days.
Right.
That's good, man. So yeah, we're all good. Now, look, I know a lot of people are a little bit upset that, you know, so some people literally managed to unlock Cloak or Dagger for free because they had all of this stuff saved up. You know, to be perfectly honest, I'm just happy they gave us something at all. You know, like, I don't know about you.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, cool.
Other people having the character a little bit early affects me in no way because if there's going to be people buying him, so it affects me in absolutely no way, shape, or form. So the fact we got an extra 4,000 credits, which effectively 10 shards of whichever character we want, happy days. Yeah,
no, totally, mate. I'm totally fine with it. I think I can't remember where I saw it, right? But somewhere in the internet, a guy posted, it might have been on Reddit, a guy posted like, you know, ha, losers. I unlocked Cloak for free. You know, I had all of this currency saved. And when they compensate you, I'm going to get additional shards as well. And like,
be smugger, why don't you?
I was just like, what a premium troll. Like I try and find it, man. I was like, it might have been a couple of weeks ago when it happened, and people were literally like, you know, just yeah, just absolutely losing their mind. Yeah.
Donkey Konging it around their living room.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I was like, oh man, like, yeah, I nearly spat my coffee out, mate. You know what I mean? I read it first thing in the morning. I was like, that is hilarious writing. Whoever did that, and if you do listen, kudos for you. Yeah, fair play. Right, okay. Right, let's hit this week's blog post. Omega Red's looking pretty scary there. So, where are we? Dawn of Mayhem. So October 1st. Do you want to hit this, mate?
Sure thing. So, our interdimensional power mojo has featured some high-profile names as rewards for ratings, and this week we're going over his extremely big reward for season 11, Exhibit number. Which was like, that's what I've been thinking about. When the last few things I've read of this, I just thought Exhibit would be loving this.
Yeah,
constant X. We've also got the latest on the Secret Avenger on the move, a fiery legend flying back your way, nimble blitzes, and marching orders for our upcoming bonus events. Now, let's tune in some breaking news courtesy of Mojo's Mayhem. The White Queen herself, Emma Frost, is bringing her icy stare and a new costume to season 11 of Mojo's Mayhem. The ratings bonanza kicks off on October 8th, 5 p.m. PDT, and Emma Frost's character shards will be the featured shard rewards that can be earned via the free and premium passes. But the new addition in season 11 will be silver flash bits added to the select premium pass ratings rewards, which can be used to purchase Emma Frost's Dawn of X costume. The bits will only be available in the premium path, and there'll be an additional reward on top of the normal rewards. Unused bits will be converted to costume credits, blah, 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 blah. I thought that Dawn of X costume had already been released, but maybe I'd just seen a picture of it.
It was in the game. I think they accidentally put it into the game last patch. There was a mini mention of it in the blog post after the last set of patch notes, and they were like, "She wasn't supposed to be in here. We're sorry, but you'll see her soon, and all of that." So
it was just visible, but we couldn't actually attain it. Is that what it was?
Yeah, exactly that, mate. Exactly that. Right, okay, so next up, character availability. The Secret Avengers support Maria Hill is being deployed to her new location, the War Store. Starting October 5th at 5 p.m. PDT, you can purchase Maria Hill character shards for 1,375 war credits. If you're looking to recruit the legendary Omega Red, you'll need Maria Hill and the rest of the Secret Avengers, who aren't farmable, at a minimum of 5 stars. So make sure you stop by the War Store to grab her shards. Now, I don't know. I don't know about this. Like, I mean, they're gonna make it difficult for us to obtain the Secret Avengers. I totally understand that, but like, that's another character in the War Store, mate. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier, the dirty War Store, and I've got a Marmite relationship with this War Store. I both love it and hate it.
Yeah,
I love it because it's where all the best stuff is. It's Candyland, but I also hate it because I'm skinned, and every time I open the store, I'm like, could buy so much stuff in here if I had the credits to do so.
Yeah.
If they could swap the War and Blitz store credits, that'd be chef's kiss. That'd be magnifique.
Absolutely.
But it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I'm not massively surprised that if any of those characters were going to go into any of the stores, I'm not remotely surprised it was War.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you can do with the Candyland, the older. The only thing they can there's a Charlie the Chocolate Factory joke in there somewhere, but like the only good thing about the additional attacks that you get now is you just have to win your attacks now in War, so you can have that War currency. But yeah, it's still not great. They need to take more characters out because your likeliness of seeing Maria Hill in there every day is slim to none, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they should. If they're adding her, they need to remove someone else.
Yes,
put them somewhere.
Yeah.
Minerva's been in there since the dawn of time, it seems.
Yeah, you could put her on a node now. I mean, yeah, you're right. But I mean, there's still minions in there, aren't there? I think, or have they taken them out? I can't remember.
There might be one or two.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't. But like, there's people like Longshot that now you need for Infinity Watch. For Adam Warlock rather. So that's where all my I always save at least 1,300 war credit or 1,400 war credits just in case Longshot appears, so I could buy him because I want to get him to 6-star ready for the next time Adam Warlock comes around.
Yeah.
The only way to do it.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? And then you also got like there's also a couple. Well, yeah, I think from now there's going to be a couple of spaces for Gear 15 pieces as well, isn't there? So again, and it's normally 4 of those pieces, and it's always the pieces you need. So yeah, it's difficult.
And they removed Nobu from that store already, right?
Yeah, they removed him, didn't he? And then he started popping back in it again for some reason. Love it. But yeah, what can you do? Right, okay. Well, yeah. So hopefully they can resolve the War Store, make it a little bit easier for us. Do you want to hit the next section, mate? The returning legendary.
Sure. So back again on October 4th at 5 to rise from her own ashes is Phoenix and her legendary event Phoenix Rising. To recruit the Uncanny X-Men's infamous controller, you'll need a team of 5 villain mystic controller characters at a minimum of 6 stars from the following options: Hela, Loki, Hand Assassin, Mordo, Nobu, Ronin, and Doctor Doom. But honestly, who's completed Doom 4 without Phoenix? What's your beef? Why did you do that?
I know, right?
But that's good. She's still the only character that unlocks at 6 stars, which is odd, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
I've got her, so I'm happy. But good times.
That's it. Right, okay. So upcoming blitzes for our blitzing homies. Slingshot your roster to supremacy with these upcoming blitzes. Flashing away first on October 4th is the Star Power Blitz featuring America Chavez. And then on October 7th at 5 p.m, don't blink or you'll miss the flashy return of the Slingshot Blitz, where you'll earn yo-yo character shards in exchange for bashing enemies. I am very excited about the yo-yo. Not so much about America Chavez, even though I've got a 6-star one. But yeah, I mean, hopefully one day they'll complete that Young Avengers team because they're still missing a character.
But they're still missing a fifth, aren't they? That's they need to do a bit of tidy up with these characters.
Yeah.
They keep half releasing teams. I think they should just go, right, who goes together that don't have a fifth?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they need to go through and add Young Avengers. They need to add 2 to the Mystic team. They need to add 2 to the Skill team. Who else have we got missing? The X Factor.
Yeah.
And yeah, just tidy up so you can have these teams of 5. I know that there's characters that can slot in together, but I can put all those characters that slot in anywhere together and then just have full teams.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I imagine they do that. Well, they're doing this to sort of, I don't know, like every now and then they can just throw someone in just to keep us happy or something. I don't know, but like that Young Avengers team is just dying a death like from the minute they released it because it's a 4-person team. It's like, well, who do you throw on that team?
Yeah, it was a bit of random ones as well, wasn't it? So,
frustrating.
Yeah, it's a shame because I know Adam is a big fan of Squirrel Girl, so it's a shame for him that he's not getting much use out of her.
That's it. Right. Okay. Bonus and flash events, mate. Do you want to hit this?
So, prepare for Phoenix's arrival on October 3rd with the Malicious Manipulators event, which rewards double shard payouts for villain mystic controllers. For a complete list of available characters and their node locations, filter your roster by villain, mystic, and controller. And then on October 8th, back to boot camp flash event returns. Send your top skill military characters into battle and stock up on training modules. Killmonger. And prepare your troops for the mission on October 7th with the double time bonus event, which rewards 2 times Killmonger. 2 times shards in campaign nodes for skill military characters. Filter your roster by skill and military to find eligible characters and their locations.
That's great. Credit where credit's due. This back to boot camp event is really good for training materials. And yeah, it seems like it's a regular thing now. I mean, feels like we only had it a couple of weeks ago. So
yeah, is it once a month?
Yeah,
I think it feels like that's what it is, but time flies, mate.
Yeah, it does in this game as well, doesn't it?
It feels like Phoenix wasn't long past, and she's coming back already.
Yeah, no, you're right. They've also been retiring legendaries as well, haven't they? So I imagine the legendary sort of rollout will be a little bit quicker from now.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not sure. Right. Okay. So that's the blog post. Where are you?
5.7. What's that?
I'm sorry.
Version 5.7 issues and topics. That's new.
Yeah. Let's
just added that.
Yeah. Let's hit this. This was this dropped yesterday, or sorry, last night. So here are some issues and topics that we are tracking in relation to the previous release of 5.7. So fixed, the monthly login calendar wasn't active on time for players in certain time zones, Australia. The calendar has been extended by 1 day to ensure that all players can get the rewards. It's Red Skull, isn't it, this month, I believe?
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah.
Occasionally, a slot of teal gear would be missing from the gold supply store. And Sabretooth's ultimate ability was attacking enemies with the stealth buff, which is awesome. And yeah, great. Will be addressed with the hotfix version 5.7.1 coming soon. So when Phoenix dies due to an assist or bonus attack, she isn't summoning Dark Phoenix. So I'm guessing that's all across all game modes.
That's right.
Okay. And in Alliance War, an anomaly detected error occurs when trying to move a team into one of the new slots that is using the default defense team's characters. Now, there's a resolution for that I worked out the other day. So basically, it would just crash every time you were sort of putting your extra characters into your defense. If you just literally fill all of your rooms and then you can move it around without it crashing. That's just like a quick fix. And yeah, and obviously I showed you the Phoenix bug today, didn't I? When I was doing a war attack.
Yeah, and I like I say when you said it, and sometimes she doesn't summon. I was just like, oh, that's really annoying because I did it in the last war. I killed an enemy Phoenix and she didn't summon, and I was like,
yeah.
And it was from an assist.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was using Pimtech.
Okay.
It was like an Ant-Man assist or something killed him. So yeah, interesting.
Okay, so in process, do you want to hit this?
Sure thing. So on some Android devices, a crash occurs at 14% loading. The best way to fix that is buy an iPhone. The new Weapon characters are currently showing through the API on websites such as msf.gg. But they require more pieces of teal gear than other characters. This is incorrect, and the values will be lowered of the similar values as other characters. The Experiment X event started tracking progress 5 minutes late, so we'll be sending out compensation to those affected players that spent resources in the time frame in the near future. This is for new players between the dates of 8th of September through the 24th. We will be manually activating those calendars in the near future for players that haven't received them yet. Okay.
And then clarifications. The leaderboard relative to the Experiment X event is being removed as it is not associated with any rewards. I'll talk about that in a minute. The store for elementary particles is still active as we intend to deliver some compensation of credits for this store very soon. Now that happened today for us. We got 900, and yeah, so if you've got that compensation, use it up because at some point that store will go away. And Silver Samurai is temporarily hidden in the roster, but is expected to appear next week after some art updates to his character model. So yeah, that's awesome. The leaderboard Experiment X and stuff has been removed as it's not associated with any rewards. Mobile Gamer did a video on this and has since taken it down. And basically that leaderboard showed, so you have a leaderboard based on how much cause and energy and stuff that you'd spent in the event.
Right.
So obviously you could then work out how much XYZ is literally spending in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that video was taken down and stuff, and yeah, and yeah, there was some weird stuff going on with the leaderboard as well. It was a little bit dodgy, but that's all been resolved and sorted. So happy days.
Lovely.
Yeah. So there we go. Right, let's finish up, mate, with some MSF Roulette. How are you getting on with your Negasonic Teenage Warhead?
I haven't put anything into her this week.
Okay.
She still sat, I think, was it 65? Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
X-Force. Yeah, 65, just under 40k. Get her 11, 666 and 4.
Nice.
Still sat there, mate.
Brilliant. Okay. And are you using her in like war attacks and stuff now with the X-Force?
Yeah. I've had the X-Force team built up for a while. It's just one of them, Domino, isn't leveled up at all, but she just can't afford it, mate. There, die.
Still 0 armor.
I would love it if you like when you get into like tier 14 or something, his armor goes from 0 to like 500 just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. I'm really hoping he gets to rework at some point, man. That'd be great. But yeah, I'll keep. Yeah, I'll probably do what you've done and take him up to 65 for the lulz, and then just leave him there. I think I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going any higher than gear tier 12. That's just not happening. I think that should be our buffer because everyone's going to be like, yeah, when I do that, everyone's going to be like Kingpin.
So it flashes up in the chat, you're just going to get buried.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Everyone's going to be like, what's Luke smoking? All right, okay. So let's finish up with some Dark Dimension chat, mate. You're still in the position that you're still waiting, right? But you're nearly there.
Nearly there, mate. Yeah. So can you go in with 4?
Yeah.
You can go in 4, can you? So let me just pull up the old non-legendary globals. So we've got Zemo, literally just needs 1 piece. I need him go bottom, so
sure.
Average of about 100k. And then Emma will be bringing up the rear because I still need 17 more superior ballistic weaves for her. And I see solar eclipses more often than I see them. So
yeah, those things are killers, mate.
Yeah,
absolute killers.
Not too far away. I'll be able to start with the 4 soon enough. Then it'd just be nice just to be able to at least do something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly what you mean, mate. It's frustrating. I had the same thing with Cosmic, I think it was. I can't remember now. But yeah, like it's not great. But then you've already got Cosmic ready, and then while you're doing that, you can start building for City, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Cosmic. Oh no, that's costumes. Try again. Cosmic. We are going to have Gamora, Kestrel, Phyla-Vell, Deathpool, and may well end up being Silver Surfer, you know, because I want to level him up for that Mystic team.
Right.
Sure. Not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I do need a fifth. Oh, actually, hang a minute. Sorry, tell a lie. Nebula's already there.
Okay.
So yeah, so 3 of the Infinity Watch, Nebula, Phyla-Vell, Gamora, and then Kestrel and Deathpool. And then City after that, and Carnage, who I think is, yeah, I could press the button on Carnage now, so that's easy enough. That'll end up being Carnage, SSM, probably. Not sure if I'm going to do Scream or Venom. They're both at 14.
Yeah.
Venom's got an extra red star. Not that that matters too much. And then yeah, Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, I mean the only reason I would opt for Scream is because she's got that 10 meter wind back in her ability, in her ult, I think it is, and that really helps against Emma. Like when, that's literally like, because she has the charge, doesn't she? You wait for the charge, then you stop her, then you slow her down, and then you just throw everything. Then you throw the kitchen sink at her.
Yeah.
And you can, I think I got some stuns off on her as well. But like, yeah, that's I don't know, but it's, yeah, you're cool, mate. And Anti-Venom's decent as well, but
yeah, I don't know how useful a healer's going to be because they smash you, don't they?
Yeah.
He has got a revive. Don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Right, yeah, that's good.
I don't know why Venom's 20k more. Oh, he has got 1 T4 in him. That's why. Oh, that's why. Yeah, extra red star and extra T4 on screen. That's why it's 20k higher.
Right. Okay. That's cool. So yeah, for me, so I'm in the last node. Went into it this morning. So yeah, I finished yesterday. Yeah, that's where I got the Mega Orb from and all of that. But I can't remember. Oh yeah, so I had Phoenix in the second to last node. And then obviously because she died, I couldn't use her for the next one. And you're not getting my core scope, please. So I decided to wait until today. Went in, got absolutely splattered from all the first time attacks. Yeah. I don't know if I would recommend for the legendary nodes. I don't know if I'd recommend Jubilee or not. Because since last week, I've got her up to 15, and all she does is die. Like yeah, like and my Jubilee's 6 red, and all she does, she barely gets an attack off. Yeah, which is frustrating. And I've positioned her at the back, like away from everyone, just to see if that's made any difference. But like it's the last node of DD4. I expect it to be difficult, but yeah, the node, sorry, it wasn't. Yeah, so it was her and Phoenix both died. So finished the second to last node off with Warlock and Dr. Octopus and more, and he's pretty squishy as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've always been a bit of a squishmonger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so because I was looking at my legendary characters the other day and debating whether to take in, because I think the other 4 that you've got, Warlock, Moore, Doc Ock, and Phoenix, I think they're a must.
Yeah, Phoenix is like, yeah, a must completely.
Yeah, it's got to be done. So when you're looking at other legendaries, I mean, Iron Man, don't be ridiculous. I don't see much point in taking Shuri in. Again, same as Star-Lord's, not a huge amount of point. Invisible Woman, no way. And Magneto, probably not. So then you're left with either Jubilee or Black Bolt.
Oh, okay.
And I was looking at whether to take one of them in, and I did settle on Black Bolt in the end, mainly because he's 7 yellow, 6 red.
Yeah.
And he's already 14, I think. Yeah. I need 2 more of his superior quantum energy, and then I could press a button and take him to 15.
Oh yeah, no brainer.
Yeah, so I think it's going to have to be him, because I think he's my second or third highest. Yeah, he's my second highest character, so it seems silly not to take him in.
Yeah, absolutely.
The stats he's got.
It's just,
and again, sorry, go on.
Sorry, it's just his speed, isn't it? That's the only issue. But
so I'd say, yeah, he's
Yeah.
so slow. But when he does get that ultimate off, it's going to do so much damage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, yeah, so I mean, it's like 90 million damage to do. So hopefully, I'll chip away at it and maybe be done by next week. But
hopefully, I want to see that doom.
Yeah, man, I'm excited, really excited. But yeah, we'll see, man. It's like I say, it's a long way away. I reckon maybe 2 weeks should hopefully be wrapped up. But yeah,
well done.
We'll see. Right, okay. Right, well, guys. Actually, before we go, should we have a quick look at the was it honourable? The honourable trait for the...
Oh yeah, good shout. Yeah. Who is in that?
So Scopely said next week the Silver Samurai event will happen. So if you're new to the game, new character releases, event campaigns are normally very good. We've had Kestrel before. We've had Deathpool, just for example, 2 great characters that are in Marvel Strike Force that they give you for free. So hold on to your cause. Don't spend them on the Wolverine costume. And yeah, if you do 50 core refreshes every day on the node, on the event campaign nodes, you can pretty much guarantee a 4-star at least, maybe a 5-star if you're super duper lucky. So how are we looking, Diggs?
We're looking very, very happy, mate. This is, well, for me personally, this is good time. So I'll tell you right now, it's going to be, my team's going to be Black Bolt, Cloak and Dagger, Deathpool, and then it will probably end up being Wolverine because he's my highest character after them. But
right, okay,
those 4, I'm going to smother that event in death. Yeah, so by the time we get to the event, I'll be surprised if they're not all those characters, all those 4 aren't over 100k each. I mean, Black Bolt's 140, Deathpool's 120, Cloak and Dagger will be 100k at least. I would have thought by then. So that's going to be nice and easy for me. That's good times. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's nice. I've got a real sort of ragtag bunch of so and so's. Mine's probably going to be Black Bolt, who's only 71. Black Bolt, Captain America, Iron Fist, and then Sif, who's only level 60, and War Machine. But I know, gross. But I'm working on my Secret Avengers, so Sharon's nearly 60. I'm leveling Sharon Carter, Cap Sam, and Maria Hill all together at the same time. So
they'll probably, because their stats are so high, you probably won't need them to be your best character in terms of points for them to actually be the best free to use, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, they're all nearly 60 and they're already higher than like some of my other characters. So I'll probably use those 3 and then Black Bolt and then probably Captain America just for the lols, because I like Captain America.
Yeah. Where's your Deathpool?
Deathpool's rock bottom, mate, at the moment.
Oh, mate, that's crazy talk.
Deathpool is, I know I'm gonna get shouted at for this, but she's only level 24 at the moment. But I don't want to. Like my whole issue was with the miasma crisis. Potentially Cloak as well, because I've unlocked him. So they both require miasma, and the only person I'm giving my miasma to is Doom. So that's why I'm holding those characters away. So
makes sense.
Once Doom gets all of his miasma up to 15, then I will start rationing it out to the other peons. So I mean, like if you're new to the game, like there are definitely some good options there for you. Like X23, if you've got your X Factor high up. There's a couple of you could build a pretty decent shield team as well, couldn't you, by the look of it?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, wicked. Okay. Well, yeah. So get planning. Make sure you go into the filter and look for honourable, and start planning ahead, because it pays to be well prepared for these events.
Pays with maize.
It pays with maize. All right, guys. Please remember to rate and review this podcast however you consume it, and please do not forget to follow or subscribe. If you want to ask us a question for next week, please drop it down in the YouTube comments below. There's a link in the description if you are listening. Thank you very much for checking us out, and we will catch you next week. Diggs, got anything else you want to say?
No, mate, it's been amazing.
It's amazing. Thanks a lot, and good luck, Commanders. Boom.
I like the way he says it. Amazing.